Alright guys, so if you are in the market for an effects pedal that'll help you create some really unique and interesting atmospheres in your playing, then I've got something for you to check out. This is a pedal from NUX, and this is from the Verdugo series. They call this the Atlantic Delay and Reverb. This is a combination of delay and reverb in one pedal, and you can get some really nice, really beautiful tones out of it. Now, first of all guys, I want to point out up front that even though I typically review a lot of really budget-friendly pedals, this is not what I would call a cheap effects pedal. This costs about $150, but honestly, if you want a delay pedal and or a reverb pedal, you can combine both of them with this one pedal, and you're not going to beat the tones that you get out of this pedal. I mean, this is really, really nice. Now, the pedal itself can run off of a standard 9-volt DC power adapter. It can also run off of a mini USB plug right on the back here. Also, this is a stereo pedal, so you can use it just with the mono output here, but if you want to, you can run out of the stereo jack as the second output. That's the right output, and the mono is the left output. Now, if you look on the face of the pedal here, basically the right side is the reverb and the left side is the delay. If we look at the delay side of the pedal, of course you've got a standard foot switch to turn it off and on. You've got the time control, but the other thing you can do is to use the button here as a tap tempo button. So you can tap the tempo in with your foot, and then you use the time control to select the subdivision that you want. So you can have an eighth note, a quarter note, a triplet, and so forth. That's all going to be based off of the tempo that you tap in with your foot there. Now, we also have repeat controls, which is how long the delay goes on for, and then a level control, which is essentially your mix control. Now, if we look at the reverb section, again, another dedicated foot switch just for that side. We've got a decay control, which is going to let you adjust how long you want the sort of the tail on the reverb to last. Then, of course, we also have a level control. Now, up here we've got some little mini switches. So we can select between a spring reverb, a plate reverb, and then a hall reverb. Personally, I love the hall reverb. That gives you those huge, really expansive sounding tones. We also have another switch here right next to it for 70s, 60s, or 80s, which will just help you sort of fine-tune the sound that you want to give you a more vintage sound or a more modern digital sound. And on the back here, we even have two more options. We can run it in series or parallel. Now, that's the two effects working together, so you can run them in parallel where the signal is going through both of them simultaneously, or in series where it's going to hit the reverb first and then go into the delay. And that last little switch there is basically a pad control, so it's going to let you select between a couple of options for the amount of gain in the signal. Okay guys, so there's some really cool options on this pedal, and I personally really enjoyed playing around with this. I love some of the tones I was getting out of it. Now I'm going to pull out my Bernie Les Paul style guitar, which has the sustainer setup in it. So in addition to the really nice atmosphere and sort of tails that I get with this pedal, I'm also going to have that sustain effect. So let's plug it in and we'll check out some of the tones we can get. Alright guys, like I said, I really enjoyed playing around with this pedal. Now, the amp that I used in that demo was the little Bugera G5 Infinium. That's just a little 5-watt tube amplifier. But honestly, if you're going for that sort of atmospheric sound, I think with this pedal you could make just about any guitar and amplifier combination work. Alright guys, again, I know for some of you $150 on one pedal seems like a lot, and NUX, they have made some less expensive pedals in the past, but this is kind of their, kind of their flagship series of pedals. Really, really nice stuff. Of course, it's got all metal construction. All the switches and knobs feel really, really solid. And again, it's kind of like you're getting two pedals in one. As always, guys, I'll put some links in the video description below if you want to find exactly where you can get this pedal. But what did you guys think of the sound? For me, this is kind of a pedal where you can plug it in, on a Sunday in the afternoon and just really kind of get lost in your guitar playing. And I like pedals that give me that feeling. Alright guys, that's it for today. As always, if you enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course I always love to hear from you in the comments section below if you guys have any ideas for future reviews or future videos or stuff you'd like me to check out. Alright? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.